On this Veterans Day, we are introducing you to an Army veteran and former prisoner of war. In fact, she was the first black female POW captured early in the war in Iraq. As our Pat Simon reports, Shoshana Johnson is turning her horrifying encounter into hope and healing for her fellow veterans.
This standing ovation is for a special guest who's grateful she's still standing.
I'm doing okay, but it doesn't mean I don't struggle.
I'm not a hero. I did my job to the best of my ability. I consider myself a survivor. I question why I'm still here, considering that things could have been so different.
21 years ago, in the early days of the war in Iraq, the world watched this image of Army Specialist Shoshana Johnson, the first black American female prisoner of war.
What's your name?
Shauna.
Shana?
The shaken 30-year-old mom and Army cook was interrogated in this recording by Iraqi combatants. It was on March 23, 2003, during an early march to Baghdad. Johnson's unit, the 507th Maintenance Company, somehow made a wrong turn in Nasiriyah and came under a heavy Iraqi attack.
That morning of the ambush, I knew something was wrong deep in my soul. Deep in my soul.
Johnson points to unreliable radios and lack of proper checkpoint communications as some of the main logistic failures that day.
As time has gone on, I've let go of a lot of that, but I also know that there were mistakes made.
Broadcast on Iraqi television tonight, the first pictures of dead American soldiers.
Mistakes. 9 soldiers, her friends, were killed in that ambush. Johnson was shot in both lower legs and beaten.
I mean, it felt like the whole town was just wailing on me. And the Kevlar came off and my braids came out.
And that's when her captors discovered that she was a woman. Still unable to walk, they dragged her into solitary confinement. Alone, she was haunted by uncertainty and fear.
As a female, I think of rape. I've already been beaten, slapped when I, objected to being groped. So it was very scary, very scary.
Days later, massive U.S. forces advanced on Baghdad, and Saddam Hussein went into hiding. In her book, I'm Still Standing, a plan was in the works to exchange Saddam Hussein's freedom for the release of Johnson and her fellow POWs. But that never happened. It didn't have to. Something better did. Johnson's rescue by the U.S. Marines.
Indescribable, indescribable, the joy. And I knew I was going home. For sure, I was going home.
Her 22-day nightmare was over. Her many prayers answered.
My faith was there. It gave me comfort through those long days. And it's given me comfort since then.
But she still struggles daily with combat-related illnesses like PTSD.
We have chosen to focus across our community, the veteran community.
I am grateful for what y'all do in supporting our fellow veterans.
Which makes moments like these precious.
Her story is amazing. I want her to be able to tell the world.
Veterans that have traveled this whole world.
Spending time with fellow service members like this group, Impact 100 Global Veterans in Charlotte, somehow heals Johnson's battlefield scars that came home with her.
It helps me as I try to help them.
She's showing them that all she's been through, and look how she's come out.
Thankful she's still standing.
So, me talking,
while at the same time remembering fallen friends who aren't.
It means that people don't forget. Because I sure don't. I don't.
Pat Simon reporting. Shoshana Johnson serves on the VA's advisory board helping veterans who suffer from combat-related illnesses. She lives in El Paso, Texas with her daughter Janelle and a long line of military family members.